I can try.
Okay,
Okay.
It's definitely better than mine.
中国的朋友大家好，希望你们能在上海去上海支持 PRX， 我呢也希望能到上海和你们相见，谢谢，拜拜。
Oh, excellent. Oh, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And of course, the fans over in Singapore, we haven't forgotten that it's National Day, so happy National Day. We've got our, wish them happy National Day. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Auntie. Thank you so much, Alex. All right. It's going to be a massive day ahead. A lot of pressure when your mother has flown in from Singapore to watch you play in person. And we've established she doesn't like watching them lose. She loses, like she rages more than Alex. We will be hearing it in the stadium today. Now we're welcoming back Morgan and Pilsky here. Morgan, you guys got to meet Auntie a little bit earlier this week.
She's great.
Yeah,
big fan.
She's a lot of fun.
I know you guys have a mahjong session coming up soon, like the true Auntie style.
I got to lock in. I have to lock in.
And she may bankrupt you.
I think so.
I'm a little bit concerned. I don't think you have the funds you need to keep up with her, honestly.
Well, good thing PRX is secured for playoffs. We will talk more about these stakes, but Gen G over in Group Alpha, top of the group, GE as well, securing that second spot there for playoffs.
Well, we got to wait for the Nongshim game today. We're waiting to see who's going to be taking that playoff spot. So GE are kind of in wait-and-see mode for the Nongshim RRQ game. For the Varel PRX game, that is the battle for the top seed in the group. And Varel just trying to fight for a spot in the playoffs to begin with here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy where Varel can either be top of the group or heading down to play-ins. It's a difficult situation. It's a lot of pressure on the game for them, but I mean, it's a big coin flip there of number one seed seeded ahead in the playoffs or having to play through a whole nother bracket. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy, but it's also crazy that they are one of the teams that are contending for this spot. And of course, you guys have talked about this before, but I felt like I needed to bring this up again, which was that my hot take on day one of stage 2, I needed to be here rubbing your face. Who was right?
I mean, you were right. Like, honestly, I couldn't believe it. Like, I had little faith in Gen G. I have to be honest with the roster changes. I was extremely skeptical. I didn't expect things to click this well, but full credit to them. I mean, there's been some very close series. It's not like they've blown everyone out of the water. The GE game was very close, RRQ, but fair credit to them. They're 5-0, and now they're seated ahead in the playoffs. That's a hot take, and it paid off.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pilsky, for recognizing. But sure, it was a hot take, a little bit crazy. But this is good for Gen G. We kind of wanted to see their rise again. It looks like they like Shanghai as a destination because they're heading straight for it right now. But before that, we have our finals weekend happening in Busan, which will be super fun. I've never been. We've talked about it. We've never been, but it's kind of the beach vibe, totally different energy than Seoul. They say that they're nicer down in the south, which is like the opposite of England, I guess.
Everyone I know from Busan, that's true. Everyone I know from Busan tells me how much better Busan is than Seoul. So I'm excited.
Busan, not chill. British people, Busan chill. British people, not chill. Famously. So
that's what I go with.
Got it right the second time around.
And we've also announced, of course, our song is by Audrey Nuna, so she will probably be performing there. That's our performance normally do.
Is that a spoiler?
I think it's she started doing her song. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. Well,
it's a embargoed. You're fired.
If I'm fired, you'll know exactly what just happened.
Yeah.
But Build Dip is a game I'm looking to defeat you all in, and I'm on my way there to win my Predator Helios Neo 16 SAI laptop. And it's been pretty exciting times. Had a bad day yesterday, but you've been doing better, Pilsky.
You're not last now.
I am on my way up. And I'm hoping to pull off one of the greatest comebacks of all time. It is extremely unlikely. I need everyone else to throw. So please, show us your rosters, guys. I need to know what the throw-worthy rosters will be so that I can make my way up the leaderboard.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about my roster. For those of you who don't know, I am the greatest to ever touch this game. Had a little bit of a fall off this season, but we'll ignore that.
Second to last.
It's not about that. This is my team for today. RB on the duelist. Want to see him on that Yoru. He's fantastic. He's really uptaking form. Something on Initiator. I don't know how much Initiator he'll play. I just want him on my team, and I'll take those minus points. Monier on Smokes, by far the best player in RRQ right now, the most consistent. Foxy9, the greatest to ever touch the Valorant. He's my goat.
Varel then.
Valorant.
Okay. But I had to get him
my
in,
God.
and then my flex is Devi, so consistent on the side of
Yeah.
PRX.
That's a good roster.
That's a good roster.
That's a
I
good
like
pick.
It's quite a
roster.
safe roster.
It is a safe roster. I've taken your roster and I've thrown things off the rails. I've taken a few more risks because I'm a little bit further behind. I agree. RB very good for Nongshim at the moment. Something in the initiator. If they play Sunset, then I'm not going to get minus points there unless they change up their comp. And let's be honest, PaperX, they've been changing everything lately, so who the hell knows. Foxy9 in controller for me because he's half of the time on the Viper, half of the time on the Seti. I've got Xfero and Jemkin, and this is kind of my risk here. I expect every single game between RRQ and Nongshim to go the full distance, and I have predicted Nongshim to win. I actually have a fair degree of faith that Nongshim will win, but I think RRQ will at least keep it close, and I'm hoping both Xfero and Jemkin have good days today so that they can help my build diff out.
Interesting. I think you are taking a bit of risk here, but I do like the logic actually with two RRQ players going into overtime. That's actually, I didn't think of that. That's kind of a smart move. It looks like we all have something except for Mika today, so we are seeing something about something. It's so funny how many different roles we're seeing him on. We'll break down a bit later. Someone different. I have Ivy and Zuna on my roster.
The interesting thing here, I mean, I think Ivy is a good pick. Mika also went for Ivy. The thing I'm noticing, a lot of people are picking primary inits. A lot of Envy and a lot of Zuna. I mean, Zuna's had an uptick in form, but yeah, Envy in particular, I think a lot of people are banking on him having a good game.
My logic is if you look at the names, they all have a Y or an A that ends their name.
Okay. Sorry, I
so
thought
Ilya, Zuna, Chaya, Ivy, and Envy. So that's the logic. I'm going with the Jen Lee logic, so I hope I'm going to blow you all out of the water with it there. I'm going with the end of the alphabet rather than the top.
If this wins, then there's no justice in the universe.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm going to win, and you guys are going to be like, she's the best. I built it for a reason. We got today's match. We got Barrel facing PaperX and Nongshim versus RRQ. Today's the very last group stage, and there are stakes still to be had with these two matches.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this might be the last day of Pacific groups ever. Unless they bring this format back at some point. So this should be a good send-up. I'm hoping for two good games today. I know that PaperX is going to deliver. It's up to Varel to step up there. And Nongshim RRQ, we're going to be here till the AMs. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Multi-OTs, 3-mapper. Guaranteed.
I know you're hoping for that based on your build diff right now. But it's going to be kind of fun. In fact, Bella got to have a little bit of a chit-chat with some of the players. So let's see what they have to say.
Welcome to Pacific. I'm Bella standing with Jason Forsaken. Hello, Jason.
Hello.
I have two letters for you today. Would you like to see the first one?
Okay.
It's a love letter.
Love letter? Ooh.
Love, love.
From who?
Love.
From Akame.
Love, love,
They're
love.
good cheerleaders for Today Love. You know. Oh,
Yeah.
I see why.
Yeah?
I know why.
Why?
Why? Because they want to be the second seed, yeah?
Yeah, and I hear that they're gonna be here with us to show their love for you.
Oh.
Would you like to reciprocate this and do a dance for the walkout today?
No dance. No dance. No dance.
He's every player's
But thank you.
nightmare. Okay, and the second letter I have for you is... Oh, do you know this?
GG Easy. Ooh,
Oh,
Foxy.
Foxy9 has sent this to you. And
Easy
here he
PaperX.
comes. Hello, Foxy. Well, what is the confidence? You said that you were confident to take the win today. Can you tell us a little bit more on that? Do you have something for us? 자, 오늘 승리 되게 자신감 있는 모습을 보여주셨는데 혹시 그 근원에 대해서 저희가 들어볼 수 있을까요?
저희 아버지 생신이십니다.
It is my dad's birthday today, he said.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. And you know, I hear that Foxy has been telling his teammates that, you know, if we lose today, blame it on me, I'll take all the hate. How do we blame it on you? 혹시 지면 본인 탓하면 된다고 저희가 들었거든요. 어떻게 탓하면 되는지도 한번 들어볼 수 있을까요?
1분 동안 형이 가만히 서 있을게. 날 때려라.
I'll stand still for a minute and you can have your free throws at me. Alright, thank you, Foxy. Do you guys have anything you'd like to say to each other?
Good luck.
Good luck?
Good luck.
Good luck for the first seed. Yes.
세성 선수 혹시 할 말 있으신가요?
My daddy today birthday.
Oh.
유남 say.
But I want to win today.
Good luck.
Okay, good luck.
Happy birthday to Foxy9's dad and thank you to you guys.
That was
What?
so
Fox
bizarre.
and Smack Foxy, it's my dad's birthday today.
Oh, was that like a request?
Okay.
It was Alex's birthday yesterday. It was Jason's dad, Alex, yesterday too. And I like the little walk up. Now they were talking about Jason dancing, but the guy can beatbox. He won't dance, but he can beatbox. I think we're gonna see neither of that today with Varel gearing up for today's match, and of course as the resident Varel desk here, we do want Varel to do well.
Look, we're loving Valorant over here. I think they're playing some of the most fun, interesting Valorant that we have, not to mention just being fantastic people outside of the game with a huge, incredibly supportive fan base. You take a look at their Stage 2 run, and it's been so strong so far. Only that one blip right in the middle against DFM, and that was a very close game in of itself. They could have been on for a totally flawless run. One game left against PRX, and you see the stakes down at the bottom there. If they win, they are the #1 seed. They will be in the playoffs, seeded ahead, and if they lose, then they'll be having to go to the play-ins, and DFM will get that spot.
It's crazy how close that DFM game was as well. You know, that really could have gone either way. They had a chance to win that game at just a few rounds different, and unfortunately Valorant have put themselves in a position where they have to beat PRX for the first seed.
And of course we got Shuna. I just love the Shuna rather than later. That's like how you would say with an Aussie accent.
Yeah. Sooner rather than later. I mean, he had to start playing well sooner rather than later. He was decent, but I think the last two series in particular, he's been a bit above average, honestly. He's had some really good output. I like what we've been seeing from Suna. Coming into Pacific off the back of Ascension, this was maybe the most hyped Korean initiator. Full stop, I would say. I was really looking forward to his first season. Unfortunately, Varel didn't necessarily perform super well at the start of their Pacific run, and then X-Ross just went on to be the best initiator in the world and kind of took the limelight there. But Suna's starting to get it together now.
I think when you look back towards kickoff Stage 1, he probably was their best player, but in Stage 2, for the first part of it at least, he was right down at the bottom, struggling. But these games, DFM, KRX's last two played games, I felt like he was really finding his footing again, and that's going to be so crucial if you're going to get the win over PRX today. I think the initiator role has a lot to do against a fast-paced, high-powered team like PRX, so look for him to really continue that step up forward.
Yeah, I think right now, all of Stage 2, we're seeing the form that we've been wanting for them all year long, and they kept comparing themselves to being a mini PRX. And now we're finally gonna get this little mini PRX's style against PRX, and we got Tafai looking really confused about all of this. PRX is rolling into today pretty relaxed.
Yeah.
That's why Solo was asking that uncomfortable question of like, are you guys just messing around now that you're in playoffs, you're in for champs? And Alex said, no, we still want to win. This is not a thing to throw out. We might experiment a little bit, so we might see that come through today.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's not as open and shut as they don't care now they're in champs. There's a huge difference between qualifying as one of the lower seeds and the #1 seed. That means you get to play the weaker teams, you get more advantages in that group stage of champs. So definitely they're not going to take their foot off the pedal. We did see that one blip against T1. That was at the very start of the group stage though, when they'd had a pretty packed schedule. Since then they've been entirely flawless. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 for the wins, but they are Varel today, who are a big opponent.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I saw this over on the Twitterverse or X or whatever you kids call it these days. A lot of people playing different roles, a lot of people playing different agents over on PRX at the moment. How much of this is troll and picking random things just so people can complete a Pokedex? I'm not really sure, guys, to be honest. I'm not really sure what's going on with PRX. I feel like there is some merit to some of these comps, but I'm more so I'm in a wait and see formation with PRX right now as to what's the serious comp that they're playing, what's the most important game start rolling, I would say.
I kind of like some things flexing, actually. I know we didn't love the Brimstone, but I think the rest of it has been pretty impressive, and Devi, I wish he would just play a duelist, but something has been absolutely phenomenal. It doesn't matter what agent he's been playing.
I mean, he's just literally topping the board in every category, and it's not even only on duelists. He's played a bit of Gecko, he's played a bit of Sage, he played Viper for some reason, I'm not really sure why, but he played it, and he played it very well. He is dominating every category statistically, so I think you are looking at these kind of stats as Varel going into a must-win game, and you're a little bit intimidated.
I mean, he is the Pacific answer to who, when people say who's the best player in the world, right now something is the man we would be throwing forward.
Yeah.
Even his clutch percent is astronomically good for a guy who is used to playing Duelist, who really, you don't want to see those guys in the clutch, but when he's playing Sage, when he's playing Viper, he's landing them time and time again. He's just so well-rounded.
Look who we got! TSN
What year is it?
Harley is back on the server.
So we have R3 is the assistant coach of Varel going up against DSN. DSN, for anyone who's not aware, bit of a legend going back to 1.6. I've seen DSN sub in for CS games and carry PaperX before Valorant.
Which Tommy and Alex were on this team.
Literally. Like, I've seen this guy carry Alex in Counter-Strike. So DSN knows how to shoot his gun. So far, not going great for him, but to be honest, I don't know, how old is he? Like, he must be getting into
He's got to be old
53.
now.
He's older than Jesse Bash, that's for sure.
He doesn't spend a lot of his time on the server now. He's the chief of gaming, I think, for PaperX now.
CGO, Chief Gaming Officer.
That's a crazy C-suite title.
I don't know if he's looking like the chief of gaming right now. It's 3 apiece. You've been wanting to see a 5-0 swing from him, but so far, R3
can hold his own.
getting it. Yeah.
I believe in the Swedish firepower, though. I feel like they can lock in.
He's looking locked in. He's looking very intimidated. He's very focused. Oh my god.
That was close.
DSN has still got it. Put him on the roster.
Is this PaperX's first skirmish win in stage 2?
I mean, it could be. I wouldn't be shocked to find that out. They love losing the skirmish.
Well, they didn't lose today, so that's going to be a little bit different. It was good to see Harley's playing really well. I think he only just arrived in today, so he just airplaned straight to the server. And here comes the map. Vito Split. Varel picking into Split. PaperX obviously great at it, but so is Varel.
Yeah, I mean, for PaperX, they haven't played it all of Stage 2. It's a sort of a map that hasn't come up for them in the Veto's. PaperX selecting that Sunset. We saw something on the Gecko. We'll see if they do that. And PaperX also not played Lotus yet this week. So they're already showing 2 maps that they haven't shown yet. When we know that they're in the playoffs, I'm kind of surprised that they would want Lotus to be that map 3.
Yeah, it's an interesting veto as well for Varel because they're running a system where Klaus plays 5 out of 7 of the maps. The 2 maps Cinder plays are Split and Lotus, so Cinder will get 2 out of 3 maps in this series.
Yeah.
For Varel, we've seen them play Split. They picked it into the series against TFM and I think lost in all 24, if I remember correctly. So Lotus to start things off. Oh, sorry, Lotus to end this series will be an interesting one. Split to start things off. PaperX, I mean, it goes without saying how good their Split has been historically. We just haven't seen it for a little while. And for Varel, we most recently saw them rocking with the SageCom Foxy9 to open up their Pacific campaign. Shot almost 30 in their opening game of this map against Team Secret, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I think this can be a very, very strong map for Varel. For PaperX, we saw it over in London, but like you say, historically, it's always been one that they've liked. They favored this double duelist pretty heavily before, so we'll see what they come out with. Who knows with PaperX these days? They are prone to some experimentation, but I think double duelist would be the best, most natural fit.
Oh, definitely. And predictions, it's not unusual for most of us to pick PaperX. They are one of the best teams in the world, but Vilsky has gone for Varel.
Vilsky, like, we're really going down the list of names at this point.
Vilsky?
I mean, I think it's going to be hard for Varel, guys. I'm not going to lie. This is a high-pressure game to fight your way only into playoffs. And PaperX, they're not only playing for DFM in this series, by the way, guys. They want the top seed so they can get a bye in the playoffs. This matchup isn't troll for them. Like, they are actually going to try and win this one. So this is going to be tough for Varel, but I'm hoping for the best. Varel have exceeded expectations every single time this stage. So
I've got PaperX, but I really hope I'm wrong. I want Varel to win this game so badly, but I just worry that, especially now we've seen the map draft, it's 2 maps where Cinder is in, it's going to be swapped in, swap out. I worry that could get the best of them against such a big opponent like PaperX.
Yeah. Cinder hasn't been terrible. Like, he's been at least decent, but he's one of the weaker fraggers on Varel, and you're playing a game against PaperX. I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, if they make it work today, though, they will be one of the first teams to make a 6-man roster properly work. I think, like, PaperX is the litmus test here. And, of course, we have DFM in the audience. Some of the team members are here because this is a huge game for them. They want to get into that playoffs. This matters a lot because they lost to Varel just the other week. But Varel, of course, finally showing their true colors for the very first time on stage 2. Nearly undefeated. Let's see if they can do it one more time as we send it down to the stage. We got PaperX versus Varel.
this matchup.
It's the last day of group stage of Stage 2 here in VCT Pacific. We got Varel, one of the youngest teams here in Pacific, using their 6-man roster, and we're gonna see if it really works today. It looks like Cinder is first up, Pilsy.
Yeah, he is playing split here. I mean, Varel, they've had a sick turnaround, let's be honest. They had an 8-series loss streak coming into this stage, but they could have had a flawless group stage if not for a slip-up against DFM. Unless they beat PRX today, they will unfortunately be in the play-ins despite such a sick run in the groups.
Yeah, it's crazy. It could really land either way. Number 1 or play-ins.
Yeah, that's right. So this is huge for them. But PRX, they want to go as undefeated as possible ever since that loss against T1. But you know what? They got an extra buff. Not only is it that coach's birthday, it's also National Day. This is an SGMY team, and they got the National Day buff. Do you know the anthem for Singapore, the song this year?
No idea.
Singapore. Let's go.
Come on, let's sparkle.
What?
Sparkle.
Sparkle?
Sparkle.
Sparkle. How could we possibly know that?
I feel like you're going to be going to Singapore real soon to pick up your mahjong set from Mrs. Saleh. But we got Split here. First on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes for Varel. It's an interesting pick. It's a map that they've already played a little bit. I think they're going to be starting defense first as well. You see PRX starting attack side, and we saw a lot of kind of gambled rotations from Varel the last few times that they've played their split defense. That's something that PRX are going to be well and truly ready for. We know that they're great with the prep.
And I think even if they haven't shown it in Stage 2, we know that this is a map that they love to play historically, so they won't be upset that this has been picked into them. We know that this team is going to be going over to Shanghai, but we don't know where they land in terms of seeding. A win today gets them the number 1 spot in the group and a seeded ahead advantage in the playoffs. So that means the chances of them finishing in that top 2, maybe even first position, is very, very high. They're not going to take their foot off the gas today, and they're also playing to help out the Japanese boys of DFM. So let's see if they can get the job done for them.
Well, either way, we're going to be getting a Japanese team going pretty far in this tournament, which is also just really exciting times for Pacific. We haven't really seen this kind of performance in quite a while here. But Varel, this young team, again, I can't stop emphasizing how exciting to see their full potential really come forward. And of course, again, that addition of Foxy9 has been so huge.
Foxy9 is just a fantastic player. Every time this guy gets benched and then comes back, he's just brilliant. This has happened multiple times in his career, and I feel like he's gathered all that power here. And now he's not the young, annoying kid anymore. He's the older brother to these guys.
Do you think he needs to be, like, how do you rate him now? You know, it's been a couple of weeks since he's joined. Does he need to bench him real soon? Or is he looking good, right?
No, it's only when he drops off. You bench him for 1 game and then you bring him back. We take a look at the Asian comps here for PRX. They are sticking with a double duelist, but it's different from what we saw in the past. Instead of that jet, they want to run something on the Wayland. I like this. A lot of verticality, a lot of aggression, fast movement to get over this stage that Varel are bringing.
I totally agree, and I think for Varel, this is where they're going to have to be very tricky with how they operate on their defense. Like I said before, I mean, LP's been phenomenal on the Sage. Foxy9's had great games on this map in particular and had some hard carry performances, but I'm looking at Zexy to step up in terms of the fragging numbers, and I'm looking for a little bit more complex of a game plan from Varel. They've had some success with some of the gamble rotations off the back of the Sage wall in one side and stacking the other. That's not going to be good enough against a PRX who's seen your defense.
Also, Cinder on the Omen. It's normally the Omen's job to be anchoring on that B side, so he has big shoes to fill. When they're rotating in and out, we need to expect big things from Cinder and step up in his individual level to hold off this aggression of PRX.
One thing is for sure, though, this stadium is full. We got a lot of Varel fans. Of course, we always have PRX fans. But I think this is also really exciting for Varel because the kind of fandom they've built, they feel very similar to you, Pilsky. They're just really excited about this brand new team making a really good mark here. And to cast us through the final day of groups, we got Achilleos and Panda.
If only it was Panda. I'm
Sorry.
joined by Paper Thin.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint.
As per usual, and you know what? At this point, it's not even disappointment because I'm so used to it. It's just a continuous mental beatdown that I have to suffer every single time the lights come on and we get on camera.
That's true.
But this is going to be a big day. PRX going up against Varel, very exciting. Both teams very fiery in their play style. Foxy9 feeling pretty confident. But for you, I think maybe the most that you're ever going to be cheering for PRX, because this could secure DFM a little spot in the playoffs.
I mean, watching from home in Toronto last year, I was cheering for PRX pretty hard, not gonna lie. But I think this is gonna be really interesting. I mean, you know, obviously for Varel, it's a tough road because you're going up against a team that has probably the most experience of any team ever in Valorant history in terms of big matches, big stages, big moments. So good luck. You're a young team, you never know. Sometimes that kind of lack of awareness of the importance of the moment can bring you through. And Varel has certainly played beyond their years so far here in Stage 2.
Very much have. Well, first time that we get to see these two squads do battle. And we can only hope that this is going to be, you know, prove to be as exciting as it feels, that we can avoid a Santiago situation and actually get a banger between these teams.
That I do hope for. That is, yeah. I don't want to relive Santiago again. I mean, it was kind of fun in a way, but the 3-0 was less than desirable. But I don't think. Well, I don't know. We'll see here today. I'm just more worried for Varel than I am anything else. But you never know. PRX is known to kind of make some oopsies themselves, so we'll just have to see.
Quick little pivot back across towards B. 4 players from Varel, and exploration into mid. Nothing spotted as Saturate at the ready here. Guess that alley push does come through, but Lion Share going to be spilling out from heaven. Shots now starting to fly. Paint Shell going to be lobbed in towards back pillar. Paranoia going to be connecting, and Forsaken is able to find two. Is Foxy9 and Sexy both going to be taken down. Cinder now saturated into the corners into the Paranoia, but on the swing, still going to be able to just find the one kill. PRX will take the opening pistol.
Yeah, this is kind of a problem when you get PRX base like that. You know that they're going to try to push towards spawn. That's just the PRX way, and so the way to try to get around that here for Varel is to try to just flood the site. The problem is because Forsaken is one of the players who's pushed in towards spawn, he's able to rip a Paranoia that catches a bunch of players in alley, and they're just able to combine fire there. They have Jing playing anti-flash in the corner, and he's able to quickly trade the one that Cinder gets, and you already are facing a deficit here. Ooh, that almost came through.
Nearly there. Still just going to be lobbing in that Saturate. Hipfire going to be able to find the 2 kills as Zexy and Cinder will both fall. Now, quick little entry in, an MTB site once more. And it's just Zuna Foxy LP to try to see if they can get some damage through. Realistically, looking at about 3 kills if you want to put any kind of dent into the economy.
And it's already going to be tough.
Let's run at him something.
Last player standing.
Oh. Zuna maybe with a chance. Oh, there's a spot out and spray down. Armory buy for Envy. Forsaken dead. Ultimately, though, all the key weapons going to be carried over.
Okay. So far, so good for PRX. Able to do some pretty good damage. Did get the orb anyway, so you got that going for you. Did get the 1 kill, but that was a recoverable gun, I assume. And, yeah, all's well that ends well for PRX.
I think they just left the Marshall behind, yeah. It was the one thing. So, not full min-maxing, but it's, for the most part, still pretty damn good. 2 Bulldogs, Guardian, Spectre, as well as that Phantom going into the bonus for PRX.
Yeah, it should be pretty fearsome. Double drones out here early. Boombot and a Prowler to really clear a lot of mid-space, but surprisingly, PRX not scaling up off the back of that. They're a team that really does like to try to create pressure there, try to take some aim duels with you, but this one, at least so far, not going to be any contact plays there, but there was confirmation from Foxy9 that nobody had pushed forward, so they're going to go back into more of a default, but they're leaning A, kind of maybe anticipating that after 2 B hits in a row, PRX is thinking A. They are correct.
I'll find you.
In the long run. Now, PRX is going to try and sell a bit of a fake.
Oh, quick little refract back there from something. A little bit of a pivot's going to be coming through as Foxy starts working his way across. Something just trying to make as much noise as he possibly can. Meanwhile, slow creep up here at A main will continue.
Curious if they wait. I think they waited out the haunt here.
Zuna,
So
a lot of timing on the Forsaken. Looking for a little bit more there. Jing able to tuck around the corner, but now they know. Spotting out that spike. So players in transit. Varel getting everybody rotated over, and it's 30 seconds remaining. So they're going to have to go for this push. So he's going to be connecting, but Zuna! Oh, connecting in a bigger way. 4 kills for him. Something now to try to clutch it out. 18 seconds left to go. A 1v3. Swap of the guns. The spike still not in hand. And it looks like at this point something Wiley's just going to have to try to play for some damage. Maybe just for the save. This round absolutely getting away from PRX as Zuna shows up in a massive way.
He got hit by the C's too, and he just stood his ground. Absolutely crazy stuff there. And the Vero boys are very fired up down on stage. Something will continue to avoid the death column. But Zuna gets it started early. I mean, gets seized and they're ready, and he's just more ready. Just holds that corner perfectly.
A big round here for Vero. See though, can they tie things up, make this 2-2? About to find out. We'll go ahead and have a listen in with the Koreans here on the side of Vero and see what they have to say as we look to tie things up.
왜죠? 바로 파울로 해볼 램프. 야 오면 집 탔다 어디로? 야 에이맨 하나 있다 여기. 야 이거. 야 에이맨 하나 벌렸어. 오퍼 조심해. 나 보여. 나이 갈게. 비밀 안 보여. 램프도 컨택 깔만. 램프 몰라요 우리. 형 앞에 가서 사이드 없죠. 걸어 빼자. 레이진. 레콘 까놨어. 야 바닥을 맞출게. 잘한거. 궁 써놓게 궁. 아니 먼저 채울래 패드야. 나 벤티 하게. 기다. 나한 번째 얘들아. 이겨. 나이스. 언더 나온다. 나한번째 이겨. 천천히. 언더 있어. 나한번째 얘들아. 이거 끝나면 내가 총싸움 하자. 이거 오른쪽 독 갈게. 확인. 빠 미리. 얘들아 안 보인 거 있어? 몰라 모르.
I mean, overall, I think keeping things very calm despite all the chaos. A good sign here for Vero going up against PRX.
Handled it really nicely. Again, it's Zuna. He's been a rock on the A so far. Had the Nightfall already because of that big round. And they are looking pretty comfy. 30 seconds left, and still Forsaken and Envy haven't given up just yet. They're taking a peek, looking to see if they can catch somebody out of place.
I'm trying to get some kind of freebie, but ultimately this is going to have to be a save. Envy's still in a little bit of a riskier position up ramp, but no one's really peeking for him, so some respect to be shown here by Vero, but another big round win, and to get this across the line in flawless fashion is going to be a massive boon for the economy.
Yeah, I think here is PRX. You need to, if you're going to go for these A hits, I think you got to create a little bit more pressure up at A heaven. Just trying to flood your way through the bottom isn't really working. That's something that Vero seems to have pretty well on lockdown. So maybe different approach. I mean, Zuna, beautiful timing on that haunt, and then the Nightfall.
And I mean, Jing failing to clear out that haunt. Had to do a little bit of a double take. Thought he had got it on the first shot, and ends up getting the reveal on the 2. Okay. It looks like we're already at acceptance.
What's the stage after that?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Quite a bit of damage. Connecting there as the wall immediately goes up. Died for though, something. I mean, deep on the entry, he's able to find LP. That's the res out of the equation. Forsaken with a TP up and over the top. Is able to find 2 as Foxy and Zuna will both fall to the wayside. And it is a big round of reply here from PRX. Looking to regain the lead once again, and Cinder and Zexy, not really much else to be done, so we'll just tuck back.
I like this execute a lot better from PRX because you're able to get something really deep over towards screen. You're kind of showing that you're still doing that sort of A4 push, but you've actually TP'd Forsaken up onto the balcony, and then Jing was holding just outside the door, so you've got that heaven control. Cinder will take down something who was looking to see if he could do a little bit of a punish. Which, I don't know. I guess he had the money to go for it, but Envy's thinking about it too. He already has that Nightfall though, and Sexy's going to hear a lot of noise. Bypassing him, at least gives Cinder the kind of warning, and Jing almost walked into that stray shot. It looks okay.
Well, 4 is still able to stay alive. PRX back into a 1-round lead, but just given, that flawless win from Vero, they've got plenty of money to continue to buy back into this one. But overall, a nice little 2-pronged approach here. A dive in from the waylay, Forsaken with the TP up and over the top. A big little impact play there for PRX.
Yeah, but it's an immediate addressing of a problem that they've already kind of faced in some of those other A hits. So that's what impressive to me about the way that PaperX handled that round. They're going to keep this A streak going.
Quickly pushing forward, but Zexy able to hold his ground. Finds that kill, tagged it down low. Gets some heals if they join in with the Sage, but maybe they don't even need it. Cinder slipping the net. Something going to be tethered, just tucking into the corner of the saturate, going to be chucked into Divine, able to find one as soon as Will can take it down Divine with another, but now he has to do it all. They're low, they're contained into the corner, and Divine is on for the ace. The trusty sheriff in hand, puts LP down low, has to go for the reload. The heal now pushed through. Throw back out through vent. Manages to escape, but Divine none the wiser. Does not feel comfortable trying to advance from this point, and LP is going to go around the world. And if Divine pushes forward into the side, gets the plant, this is going to allow for LP to just be able to find the res. But maybe they're just going to cross paths here at the vent, and LP will be able to catch him off guard. 3-3. Veril tied up yet again, and they rescue the round.
Ooh, I mean, Divine almost pulls off the crazy play. Jing gets quite a bit of damage in there on that entry, but then there's the extra layers behind it. They're trying kind of a dash and a TP entry there, but they're not ready for Cinder to be back, and then Divine's going to work, and he is so close to winning this round, just not ready for that pass rotate.
Any more bullets in that Phantom? He could have just quick drawn that out, been able to finish the job. Fortunate for LP that he had run out. Meanwhile, go into the next round. As both teams looking to separate themselves from one another.
Yeah, felt like initially maybe an A split. Oh, Divine, the timing.
Oh, gets spotted on the Foxy 9 as well. Scout forward though, and Foxy will be able to win the fight. Divine dead, Pit. No longer a concern. Still, though, a good amount of ultimates to utilize for PaperX. They get clustered back over onto the A site.
They have a lot of question marks about where Foxy ended up. They know someone's at back site.
Does not spot this out. Forsaken, however, will, and I think he's just going to stick it. No, has to cancel right as Foxy turns over, but long enough time for Jing to go in, find that elimination, but now Zuna.
One enemy remaining.
Gunning down 2, and Jing now. I want to ask to try to clutch this out. Spike's still going to be stranded just on the exit of main. No easy way to try to get back to that. Get 2 and isolate it down into a 1v1. It would be able to have the showstopper. Quick peek in, finds the one. That is just not ready for the counter swing there from screen. So Cinder will find it. And a barrel. Get themselves in the lead.
I'm curious if there's going to be a stop of the clock there. Yeah, indeed. I think Alex wants to talk about this just a little bit. I mean, maybe even just a cool Zuna down. He is playing incredibly well. It's a good idea there with the TP to tee up Jing, but Zuna just absolutely hitting shots and no one on PaperX could. Really nice timing on the swing out of screens. And just probably talking about some things, I mean, they do a pretty good job again that round, creating some pressure to PaperX, but the response has been a little bit better here. Veril's got a lot of energy in the tank today. They have definitely brought it early. I mean, what is Zuna at now? 9 kills? Jeez.
Yeah, it's been pretty damn good from him. And I mean, we talked about it a lot, especially over on Plaid Chat, that it feels like Foxy 9 has just kind of been good for a map in every series. So if you can wait to cash in that token and have Zuna be good for a map as well, you're always going to be guaranteed to win a best of 3.
That's true.
So it seems like this new system they might be developing could end up working out for them.
Zuna go kill, then Foxy go kill. Hello, Shanghai. There you go. I like it. And, you know, in this current iteration of the team, that's what you need. You need that firepower, you need that confidence, and those two players have it in spades. You'll have a lot of alts here for PaperX, and it is a bonus, or not a bonus, an eco. So, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. Oh, never mind. Now they can't.
The dive in, King's demise. Showstopper not going to be available now. Meanwhile, Spike is still back towards spawn. Slow creep up. Looking to try to get a catch here on a Foxy 9. Well, the retuck into the smoke. Divine will have him outdone. Gets the spot on the Cinder as well. Spike now going to be collected. Be Scouting things out in garage. There's Devi. Checks over to Ali. Cleans up a kill on a Zexy. And Envy hits the shot on a Cinder. He had a judge. No reason to really swing that angle. Ends up giving them an opportunity to win it back into this one.
Your duty is not over.
Rez is going to be coming through. He's going to basic forward trying to find the catch here on that cross. But now, Spike can get placed inside of the pit.
Spike planted.
Checking on that snake bite. Quite a bit of damage going to be found here.
Last player.
As well. I'm going to have to see that back.
Wow. I think they're all lined up in the corner
They
there.
just all evaporated.
They were all in the back of the pit.
Unweave our world.
Another Nightfall. It's absolutely devastating from Zuna. He gets so much value out of these. That's 2 in a row. I mean, Devi doing a great job opening up some space here. And then Envy wins a big 1v1 against Cinder. Oh, they just right in the back.
Swing around the Rosie, swinging through, and they're not on the wise. They didn't have the audio. Just getting caught by that C's and end up falling to the wayside. And that is a hefty investment there from PRX to come away empty-handed. Foxy now with a pit of his own. Well, Showstopper's going to be sent, and well, Jing's going to catch a stray. Jing not even going for the obvious target, just happened to get lucky that there was somebody at stairs. Cover going out. Unfortunate misfire. Forsaken though. Picking apart Cinder, expounding on what Jing got done there at Heaven, and now they're going to look to rotate back across to A.
I mean, if you're PRX, you're going to take that every day of the week, though. That Showstopper killing Zuna the way he's been playing. It's just one of those things. I'm shocked he didn't go for Foxy. I don't know if there was Zuna peeked out or something.
No, I think he literally misaimed it. Meanwhile, though, speaking of aim, LP, snappy for 2. Push forward up into the smoke and something barely able to plant his feet in time, but still will be able to find the elimination on a Foxy 9. That does leave Zexy now in a 1v2, and this is very doable. He still has a full kit. Just down 1 satchel, and a kill gets him a Showstopper.
Yeah, you can use the Boombot to clear elbow here. And then kind of just depends if he's going to read this position from something. Cannot.
He'll get the ult in death, and PRX themselves another round of wins. Still chasing Barrel here. Still in a position where they might be able to string together enough to get themselves to a lead in the half. Yeah, I think he just absolutely whiffed it.
It could be. It could be a happy accident.
The Bob Ross of Showstoppers.
I was hoping maybe somebody had mentioned it in the comms. Well, Zexy does have a Showstopper now. Foxy 9 has his ult. Is he just going to immediately rip it in mid there is my question. Sexy.
Oh, spotted the 1 for the refract. Thinks about the safety Forsaken, however, still going to be in a bad spot, but finds the timing. Oh, takes him down on top of the wall. Clears the Boombot as well.
Great setup from PRX.
Oh, buddy, going to be cleared, but there's still a lot to try to get through as Jing bounding forward. Eating up a bit here, maybe, as LP dead. And now you've got a 3v5 to try to maintain the lead here for Varel.
Spike planted.
How much do you want to commit? That's what I was just thinking, man. I don't know if you want to commit to this. They might anyway. But it's kind of a gamble. Yeah, I think now they're... Yep. Now it's the full retreat. This is the right play.
Yeah.
There's just very little hope of getting this retake to go. Very low percentage. So, nice entry by Jing. That's kind of what you're looking for. I mean, PRX's response to when things go bad is to just turn up the dial to 11, keep the pressure on, gets the confidence going again. And right back to rain, right back to being right as rain. So here we are. PRX ties it up again. Just, you know, another nice little play there. They knew that the Showstopper was going to be ready. They clear the wall on purpose real quick, bait it out, and then you have the refract ready to absorb the pressure. And then Forsaken just so quick, and Jing great on the entry, looks locked in. Kind of a team effort here so far for PRX.
And now you've really whittled away at both the money as well. I mean, there's enough for the next round, but the ults here for Varel. Just that res picked up in the previous round. Hit gone. No new Nightfall. The showstopper nullified by the refract in the previous. A pretty equal footing here is PRX.
For sure, and Envy went away from his Nightfall and would get it with the plant as he's carrying the spike. Just a kill along the way. Pretty good read here though from Varel. They're sensing that this is going to be a B hit. They've got pretty good confirmation.
Quick little pivot. Tucks in behind the box. Meanwhile, Foxy up and over the top, able to find Forsaken. Cinder getting Envy. Volley of kills in response from Jing as he looks for another and will be able to get that third. Cinder eliminated with the spike still on the floor. 50 seconds remaining. Something the one to collect it. But this is not a safe plant whatsoever. Paint Shell now going to be chucked in. Something is low and he barely makes it around the corner in time. 15 health remaining. LP, an easy shot for him. Closes it out. Now Jing would have to get an ace clutch.
You will not kill my allies.
You get the 6K.
And yep, it's the res up and over the top. It's basically giving a no-win scenario over to Jing as they just triple face in. So the fuse is there and Varel to get up to 6.
All right. I mean, look, when PRX usually plays this map, they're pretty balanced on their attackers and their defenders side. So kind of coming through this as Varel feels like maybe this is going to go very, very tight the whole way through. Jing almost with a hero round, just can't quite convert. Went to swing there on the res and just too much for him to look at. 3 players, including the player being rezzed, and they're able to get the job there done and contain PRX nicely, but he's going to be that Nightfall. Jing, though, is getting really close to the showstopper for this round.
Something set it off. A little frantic there, but Devi able to clear the haunt. Meanwhile, Foxy 9. Oh, they are so wise to that. He's going to be hounded down. Jing able to find that kill. Zexy now the one to try to take space. Quick little blast pack, exit out, back in events.
They should know that's where he went.
Oh. Hello. Something able to get the spot on Zuna as well. Saturate going to be chucked in. Quick little shot, jumping to the corner. Zuna trying to flush him out, but he's just going to be overwhelmed as Forsaken finds the kill. TP to check over to Ramen. Gets the spot out onto Zexy. They know that he's on the flank. LP now maybe giving up a bit of a timing on the Devi. Instead, it's likely going to come down to Jing, who's just tucked away in mail. Nope, something will find it. Flawless round for PRX to tie it 6-6 at the half.
I mean, this has been a great back and forth, exactly what you're kind of looking for out of these two teams. High tempo, fast pace, just some great firepower on display. But it is going to be PRX who find that final round. You know, Jing gets a showstopper, doesn't matter. It's something with the, with that op.
That is a devious face.
Oh my God.
He knows that he just did
him dirty
a little.
Little bit. Well, it's great back and forth. I mean, you gotta like what you're seeing. You had some great moments from, you know, Zuna, LP had some good stuff in there. For PRX, again, a pretty good showing from just about everybody, kind of getting involved at some point or another. This defender side, kind of curious with the double duelist. Again, PRX usually pretty equal in both sides of things.
But that's my big question is, hello, shout out to the boys.
Hey.
And I'm here to watch and cheer for PRX, wanting to just see them punch their ticket into the playoffs.
And they just might.
Let's see if they're going to be able to do so. I think, being told, Desk is going to be featuring Akame after this map. He'll make a little appearance up there and talk about why he wants PRX to win so badly. As, yeah, something's pretty good at the game.
Yeah, he's kind of good.
But here's the thing. How does this end up going? It's a single duelist composition. That Sage in the mix obviously can, you know, shake things up a bit from the attack, but I feel like you have to have bigger impact from Zexy if you want to get this one over the line as Varel.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Those entries have to be really good. With the single duelist, attacker side on split can be rather challenging. Now, the good news for you is
PRX is gambling incorrectly.
Yes. It's kind of like one of those things where, okay, they did this to us in the pistol round, so we're going to do the same thing and see if they're ready for it, and they're not.
Let's just follow in their footsteps.
Yeah.
It is going to be a very fast pivot, though.
They are, PRX Junior. Something they've talked about themselves.
Let's see how this does end up going for them, though. As Zexy going to be caught first and foremost. Jing able to find it. He left from LP. Push back up to full HP. And Foxy around the back. Catching on the two. At Heaven. Jing now eyes trained on that position is Forsaken. Swapping out the gun, but it's only 4 bullets remaining. And it's not going to be able to utilize a single one. Shell lobbed in from Jing, but has to clear them out. Has to get on for the defuse. Farrell just looking so very favored, but Jing! Oh, he's got other ideas! He's into the open! He's out of bullets! And he is out of his goddamn mind! That is the most distilled PRX play I think I've ever seen, and it does not work out in their favor.
He scooped up Forsaken's gun that had run out of bullets there at the end. There were no bullets in it. Oh, my poor guy should have just gone for the knife. I think he's regretting not going for the knife. Oh, it was so close, and he just barely whiffed with the Sheriff, but nice play by Foxy9 up and Evan there. Getting those 2 big kills. That really shut the round out and made it much more difficult for PRX. So now they've got a good chance to do some damage. There are a few weapons as usual in this eco. They're so ready for that corner. Foxy clears it instantly.
Something down. Full rotations now going to be coming through. It's just the one Sheriff, of course, alongside the... Okay, never mind. Jing doesn't have a band. Got 2 weapons, and not sure if you're going to be finding too much value. Foxy9, he's found himself a third. Divide.
Planted.
Will away at down to 4 HP. Easy enough for Cinder to hold this. As Divide is going to be rerouted. Jing just going to try to see if he can find anything at all. Swing going to be coming through. He'll find death. LP will take him down, and Device is going to have to get into the blast radius and try to fall into the spike.
Yeah, just good diligence being shown here. Foxy9, really nice round for him. They are trying to prevent this. They're aware of what the intentions of Devi are here. Wow.
I think that's it.
I mean, that is still a nasty shot. It's a cheeky one as well. Stop it from being a flawless, but okay. 2-0 starting the half per barrel. Lead established, and they get the bonus converted. And that might just be curtains on this map.
Yeah, oh, if they win the bonus, then they may actually just take their map pick here.
Great shot.
Nice shot, brother. I hit 3 good shots in that round.
That is a kid who respects the game. Well, things about to get a little bit scrappy here at Garage. Jing with the TP4, Zexy dead. So they're going to be lost as well. This little crunch play here from PRX comes out on top.
That was intentional there by LP to try to bait for Zuna. Did not fall for it so far, have PRX. They're just kind of falling back a little bit. Trying to play some defensive measures in mid. Oh, I cannot believe something won on that.
And something in Envy, just one apiece. Foxy LP gone, and now Zuna, who will quickly fall. So, flawless in the anti-bonus. I have to say, big boon here for PRX to try to pick up the pace. And he got Jing 1 away from a showstopper. And also, 3 kills now, away from 3,000 kills total.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go.
So he will be hitting the milestone today.
Oh, yeah.
Barring his worst ever career performance from here on out.
It's just unthinkable. You can't even fathom a world. He may not get it in this next round. Let's see. A lot of...
I think it was also a 0 damage round for PRX, though. We buy on.
Nice piece there from Forsaken. Got the C's nade out early. Can immediately set up that one-way. Jing, feeling that showstopper could just be his.
Well, Foxy, the one under an immense amount of pressure, will listen to the PRX though as they try to hound him down.
Heavy vents or no?
Heavy vents or no leash? Kami heaven.
Sword.
I'm gonna retake from...
I'm planting flash.
Flash now.
Sword, boys.
Guys, leash G4 back. I can ready out them. 2 more.
Hold on, heavy bed. 2 heaven, 1 mid.
Oh my god.
2 heaven, 1 mid, okay? He's waiting.
Chill. I'm gonna go this. They might go back.
A brawler pick. Nice. Mid. It's okay. 3, 2, 1.
Spike down.
Should be.
Just hold it hard. Could be hard. Can't see.
Under.
Let's get to the other rope.
Shit. We're good.
I mean, Jing can aim a phantom, he can hit spray transfers, but apparently today he can't aim a rocket to save his life.
It's okay. He just shoot good, and I told you it was gonna happen this round.
And there it is. Congratulations, JJ. You get yourself 3,000 career kills in VCT Pacific.
He just is built different. Nice trades up here. Oh my god, that boombot. So nice. That's so well timed. That's great util usage there by the Raze Master. That's going to get the timeout from Varel, who's going to be looking at a rough round ahead, potentially. And the best Raze to ever do it. Gets his 3,000th here in Pacific. And it's fitting that he's doing it on Raze. It's nice to see that.
Yeah. Having a big performance here today. 17-9-4, springboarding over everyone else. As of course, PRX and DFM fans right now going hand in hand. Oh, that's a nice little drawing.
That is really cute. A lot of PRX fans out there, a lot of Varel fans. I mean, it's loud on both sides of the stadium today, as we have gotten the Varel fans out and forced the stage for sure. They are firmly behind their team.
I have to imagine this is a little bit of a conundrum as well for some of the Japanese fans. It's like, if you support Varel as an org,
yeah,
but then also DFM, how do you choose?
True. That's like that guy who's sweating while he has to try to push a button.
Well, okay, very solid start here as Jing and Forsaken both going to be eliminated. Indy overheating, pushing forward into Garage. Offers himself up on a platter. Varel know that they need to reestablish this lead. They know that they need this round, so Rez is going to be committed. Zexy back into it, and now it is a 5v2.
Did they, like 3 players not buy armor, or just 2?
No, I think heal was used on the Cinder. Zexy just got rezzed, and then Foxy lost his armor.
Okay. I was like, what in the world happened in this round? That makes a lot more sense. There's a Sage.
There still is a lot of people, all of them, susceptible to this outlaw. So
that's true.
There's a world.
Oh yeah. Another double collat.
However, it does look unlikely.
Yeah, it's not super likely.
Got a snake by the try to delay. I mean, they are just pumping the brakes. Full silence here in the garage to try to instill any sort of doubt whatsoever. But as that smoke does bloom into heaven, they do critically cut off the sight lines for that outlaw. No. He plays in front of it. And something's going to be able to find just the 1 kill. So a little bit more damage to be dealt, but 3 players survive, and Varel get themselves back into the lead.
Okay. Just able to take this fight a little bit more confidently. You know, this time, Zexy going a little bit deeper ahead of the C's nade. The C's nade has been a little bit deeper previously, so it catches PRX just off guard there. They're able to get the job done.
GG.
Yeah, he sometimes giveth and sometimes taketh, Alex. But now something as the op, and that is a huge win condition for PRX, because it gives them, I think, a little bit more flexibility to be a little bit more proactive in their rotations towards the B side. Oh my god, Forsaken. Whoa, he gets a spot.
Going for the TP exit, and well, Zexy looking like he might have had the same meal that Jing did earlier today. Okay, not to find anything, but space is going to be created. As the on timing just swoops out. This is instantly able to find 2. Envy going to be dead on the drop, and Zexy able to fire back for 1. Jing dead, Divine out gone. And suddenly we go into a 2v2 with the spike dropped towards back sight. They have to try to scale forward, and something he's got the op, and he's dialed in. But if anybody could do it, it would be Zuna, you would think. Patrick going to be chucked in. Finds them both! And that's what I'm talking about! The Beast is back! Another Red Bull clutch for Zuna!
Oh my god, that is disgusting. He just is dialed in. It looked like Dubai was going to kind of win this. They sort of play ring around the rosy here for a moment with Boxy, but it's Zuna. I mean, the saturate. You expect you're going to be able to take that.
Have your stacks moment. Shadows traveling.
This is the barrel we've been looking for.
Oh yeah.
The stand up and let the other team know it. That's the team that won Ascension.
Yeah, I mean, if you had just started watching this team here in Pacific, you've been missing out on some of the moments because they haven't really, until recently, been able to deliver in the ways that we were expecting, in the ways that we were seeing from them in their run during challengers, in off-season events such as the SVL. That is prime Zuna on display. Virgin pass, sent to try to delay. Pink Shell hit as well. Meanwhile, though, LP out through vent, able to find Envy. Jalen, well, he's just running him down. He's absolutely rushing at him, and now he's going to be walled in. Blast pack back over it, but now the team's going to be segmented a little bit, but they can just go for the pivot back through sewers. Now they're attacking onto the B site where it's just Forsaken.
Ching aware, though.
30 seconds left.
Drop down, Forsaken, able to find two. Look for that fourth, can't quite get it done. Just a smattering of damage found on the Foxy 9 who's going to be dropping the pit into the corner. Straight across, Jing, barrel stuffing. No, the one that ends up getting taken down. Something with a Guardian. To try to play into a pit. Stop barrel from moving up to 11. And, well, I can hear the audience laughing, and I can hear Alex yelling just a moment before that. Very clean shot. No, it's something! Delivers it right back to him. Maybe he heard whatever Alex said. Either way, he's on his feet. He's giving it right back to him.
Doing a thing.
Well, I am entertained, to say the least.
It's already delivering.
I just forget anything else. Forget logic or tactics. This is just a slugfest. Who's gonna come out? Oh my God! He hit scanned him. Hello. Unbelievable.
It's always a danger when something is on the other side of the stage to stand up and give it to him.
True.
Shrimp will tell you that.
Yep.
All of AG will tell you that. It is a risk. You activate this guy, more than he already has been.
It's scary. That is scary for Jing, but he's able to sidestep that.
I tried to pick him up and now he's dead. Fox, he just counters him with an outlaw of his own.
He had been holding that angle, but he had slid forward. So maybe got caught while he was repositioning. So now it gets a lot more difficult for PRX. Because now that pit and mid, you can't kind of go for that 2-1-2.
Toxins going up.
Foxy's going to hear that. It's going to be hard for him to scale. I mean, they're out of there so quick.
45 seconds. They have enough time to go for this rotate. The pit is going to drop in mid as well. They have a completely open access point. It's Forsaken now starting to double back. And he is going to go swooping forward into the open, but Foxy can't get the quick scope through. And now, I think Peril going to be scratching their heads a little bit, trying to figure out where exactly they should go. But they, once again, going to go on the approach towards this B site. Paranoia tossed out, Dink connecting there. Zuna down low. Cinder trying to flush him out and will be able to do so with that bandit. And that is a critical kill and a weapon recovered.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Oh, man. It's very difficult now for PRX.
There's a player above, but Cinder swapped weaponry. He's got that out on LP! There's no business trying to win that one. He will get that down, and Cinder gets a 3K as Varel get up to 11.
Oh my god. Well, this is one for the record books. Yeah, he was trying to swing on it. And Foxy9 was holding it the whole time. That's a great gamble there from Varel that pays off. They're a team that loves to do that. Again, they'll sneak that extra weapon into a round with the economy. Catch you off guard when you're just expecting them to save.
Timeout.
Another timeout from Alex. Not happy. He is very intense there. Not super thrilled with, I think, some of these individual moments that are costing them some of these rounds. It's not going to be super surprising that PRX wants to get aggressive, wants to control space. If you have some good counters to that, it can make their life very difficult. They're also going to be going into an eco here. Let's see if Divide keeps that rifle by or not. They're going to have to start to rally back here on Varel's map pick. They look really good on Split. I mean, they're 2-0 on Split. One of the maps was very, very close against T1. It went to overtime. The other was an absolute blowout, so here PRX needs to get this defender side situated. It's already 5 rounds given over to Varel, puts them 2 away from sending us to sunset.
Double walk in the mid. Zuna should be favored on this, and he absolutely is.
Bring them down.
That's both players down, and I believe the hero rifle now gone. In the hands of Divide. Meanwhile, Jin's gonna grab the sword. Showstopper is ready, but there's no way you can try to invest in here, and he won't be given the opportunity whatsoever. Flawless round to move up to map point. Varel looking very, very strong here on Split.
Yeah, I mean, the confidence is sky high.
3 in a row needed now to try to push this into overtime. And you know what? Given how things are going, why the hell not? Please.
Sure. I'm having a blast. Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is just madness. I mean, some of these rounds have just come down to crazy hero plays. Players have had to bust out their knives because things are so hectic. And then, speaking of hectic, 2 players with 0 armor on the side of PRX. Something has the operator. Divide just a guardian because he bought the hero rifle.
Uh-oh. He comes up empty-handed again. He's trying to buy some space here. LP able to find the one. The res is there. Zexy's back into the equation. And it's a player advantage for Varel. Divide, I mean, he just stomped his way into this position. I think they know exactly where he's at. They're going to look to silently drop out of here, but look at where something is. Do they go all the way around? So the answer's going to be yes. And Divide ends up losing his life. Something now all the more at risk. And he's not going to be rewarded, not for this angle.
Should he maybe hear the footsteps, though? Oh, they fake it. They know that he's gotten that deep. That is unbelievably smart. And then they cut noise. Oh, that is so good.
Wise beyond their years. Playing PRX like a fiddle.
Oh.
30 seconds left.
Oh, they deserve to win the map now. That is right there. 1 million IQ.
PRX now getting the understanding, getting the realization. Showstopper in the Nightfall going to be burned. No more ults to try to work with here. Zexy just going to chuck it down towards spawn.
Planted.
Nothing to be found, but what a clutch this would be. A 2v4. PRX just so unfavored. I mean, something. It feels like you would have to just hit this wall bang.
Yep.
He's made. Looking for the peek out. KHL trying to buy some space. And what a shot from Foxy! There is no chance in hell. Foxy will bring it to a conclusion. He's once again back on his feet. Still plenty to be played, but he is hyped about this one. As Varel take down PRX on the opening map.
I mean, they've got the energy, they've got the shots. Zuna and Foxy doing tons of damage to PRX there. 19 and 18 kills between the two of them. 4 First bloods for Zuna, 3 for Foxy. I mean, they were funneling ultimates and getting a ton of value, especially out of Zuna's Nightfalls. I mean, he hit some great ones that were round changers. And it looked like maybe it was just going to be a pretty solid start here for Paper X. They were just going to be kind of in cruise control, but then Zuna showed up, had other thoughts. From there, the chaos ensued.
Yeah, I mean, I think a good time, and probably before the series had begun, would have been a better time. But anybody who's watching that might have an underlying heart condition, consult your doctor. Make sure the Paper X is right for you before you view the next map, because that was already one hell of a roller coaster. Take your beta blockers, whatever you need to do to try to calm down that heart rate, because this was a wild map. And unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way to overtime.
No, I know. I mean, you're kind of hoping for OT out of this because there were so many insanely amazing plays. You know, something here with a clutch. There were so many on Veryl's side, too. It was just madness.
Well, Veryl now hold the upper hand, but can they take down Paper X on Sunset? We'll find out after the break. But for now, sending back over to the analyst desk.
Back at the analyst desk, we are with, it looks a little different. Or is it?
Do you get a haircut?
Welcome, Wakame. Welcome, nice jersey. Can you tell us how you got this jersey?
이 저지를 혹시 어떻게 구하게 되신 건지 말씀해 주실 수 있을까요?
알렉스 형님이랑 이제 유니폼 교환하자 해가지고 제가 먼저 말씀드려서 유니폼 교환했습니다.
He said 형님, Alex 형님, which is big bro Alex. We did a uniform jersey swap, and I requested it and got it myself.
Yes. In fact, I was around in Shanghai when this happened. You're the first player who's ever asked to swap with a coach, and he was really touched by that moment, actually.
아카메 선수가 처음으로 이제 알렉스 감독님한테 요청을 했던 선수였대요. 다들 다른 타 선수들끼리만 하는데 그래서 알렉스 감독님이 엄청 감동받으셨다고 합니다.
Yeah, so it's kind of a big thing. Most of the players don't ask coaches, guys, get on it. But Akame, how are you feeling after watching map 1 on Split? You're obviously supporting Paper X today, but Paper X is not doing great.
이제 1맵 후기를 좀 부탁드려도 될까요?
쉽게는 안 이길 거라 생각했는데 너무 어렵게 가가지고 이기는 것 너무 져서 슬펐습니다.
I didn't think it was going to be an easy fight, but then there were definitely rough moments, and yeah, it was sad to see some of the winnable rounds go by.
Yeah, what do you think went wrong for Paper X, or what went right for Vera? What were they doing well that Paper X couldn't seem to stop them?
혹시 페이퍼렉스가 어떤 부분을 놓쳐서인지 아니면 바렐이 특히 더 잘했던 부분 뭐 때문에 이렇게 흘러갔다고 보시나요?
바렐이 스플릿을 페퍼렉스 상대로 너무 잘 준비한 것 같고 그래서 그게 좀 차이가 났던 것 같아요.
I mean, I think it all has to come down with the preparation. Veryl definitely did their homework and came prepared for their match against Paper X today.
Well, we got Pilsky here, who is definitely supporting Veryl. What do you have to say to this young man?
I feel bad, honestly. Like he just seems a little bit sad after the first match. Respectfully, I'm going to need DFM to go into the play-ins for Veryl to win. DFM have a lot to teach the new challengers team, so they could do that in the play-ins. Veryl first seed.
이제 PSK가 이제 바렐은 이제 잘해서 플레이오프를 가야 되고 DFM이 직접 플레이인에서 챌린저 팀들께 선수 이렇게 가르쳐 주면서 가면 더 좋지 않을까라고 말을 해줬습니다. 반박하실래요?
네. 근데 일단 바렐은 이브 리그에서 이제 어센션 통해서 올라온 팀이잖아요. 그래서 이제 선배로서의 그거를 플레이인에서 보여줘야 되지 않나라고 생각을 합니다. 저는.
He thinks that Veryl, since they're from the Challengers League themselves, they are the seniors, right? So they need to demonstrate. They need to teach them, the new teams themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I mean, you could have just beaten Veryl yourself. Then we wouldn't have this problem.
DFM이 이제 그냥 바렐을 이겼으면 없던 문제가 아닐까라는 말씀을 해주시네요.
Okay. We have Sunset next, and then Lotus. All right. You haven't played Veryl on other of these maps, or Paper X for that matter. How do you see the rest of this playing out?
다음 맵 선셋은 좀 어떻게 예상하시나요?
그래도 이제 페퍼렉스가 피글한 전장이니까 보여주지 않을까요? 두 손 모아서 응원해야죠.
I mean, Paper X picked this map, so wouldn't they have something prepared for us? He said we should put our two hands together and pray. Get praying.
Okay. Do you have any words of advice for map 2 for Paper X?
페이퍼 X에게 이 맵에 대한 좀 조언이나 이런 거 한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
조언보단 그냥 제발 이겨주세요. 페퍼렉스 그냥 제발 이겨주세요. 제발. 제발.
제발 means please. I don't have advice for you, but please win this, please.
Okay. And then we saw Foxy9 earlier see this message that you gave to Jason. But Foxy9's a little bit upset, so would you like to say anything to him as well?
이걸 보고 이제 폭시9 선수가 좀 서운해하시더라고요. 그래서 이제 이 자리를 빌어서 폭시9 선수에게 영상 편지 한마디 부탁드리겠습니다.
재성아, 미안하진 않고 좀만 더 못 쏴봐. 선셋 때는 좀만 더 못 쏘고 로토스까지 가서 좀 못 쏴봐 계속.
재성 Foxy9, not really sorry about this. Please stop shooting so well, and on Sunset, please do that too. And maybe on Lotus, you know what? Just stop shooting so well. Maybe stop, don't be so good. Yeah, thank you.
Just unplug your mouse. Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Akame, and thank you, Bella, for the translations. You can take your love note, and thank you so much. All right, Akame, not too many words other than he looked a little sad about the first map, like you said. It's almost like, it's his own team playing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a rough format. It's a rough position to be in to watch the results of another game kind of determine your fate. But honestly, going into this game as DFM, you would look at Paper X versus Barrel and think to yourself, we're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But Barrel already getting that first map win, spearheaded by a fantastic performance from Zuna, the rest of the boys pitching in as well. It was a close game. That was a crazy amount of clutches. There were so many 1v1s and crazy XVXs.
That's cinema. That's such a banger of a map one. This is why Split should never be allowed to leave the map pool. Riot, listen to me. But Zuna is the main man here. We have to talk about him. Just fantastic. Multi-kill after multi-kill. This is prime Zuna, people.
Yeah, Zuna totally stepping up. We highlighted him at the start of today as the guy to watch, and he is continuing consistently throughout stage 2. And like you said, there were so many clutches, and especially the second half, a lot of chaos.
Those two clutches on B where Zuna got that one tap when he's full saturated, and then the very next round, I mean, he did the mouse kiss, and then the very next round, something also clutched a pretty similar round of 1v2 into the pit. Like, that is absolute cinema, those few rounds in quick succession. This is Paper X's map peak, by the way, guys. Barrel, the one game we saw from them was not too bad, actually. It was a Foxy9 chamber. LP was fantastic on the Sage. Zexy was running in every single round, kamikaze style on the attacking side, and just donating his life to get them the W. So we'll see how Paper X go this one.
Yeah, for Paper X, we saw it in that very opening game against T1. They were running with this Gecko, but they lost this in overtime. I would be surprised if they stick with this. I feel like it doesn't really make a lot of sense for them. I think it's a bit old school. So I'm wondering where they're going to go. I mean, I think Double Duelist is such a good fit for them. So that's kind of where I want to see, but they really have to sort of get the mental back on board here. I don't think they were expecting Varel to be able to stand and fight them in the same way they did.
Yeah, definitely. And Varel supporters must be so excited right now. It looks very winnable at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Paper X is fantastic on Sunset. Now, here comes the big question. We were talking about the 6-man player swap.
Yep, Klaus
with
is
Sunset, Klaus is going to be in. How does that affect everything? This is the thing that we had the most question marks about.
Yeah, when you're coming in the middle of a series, it's so hard. You don't have that same level of warm-up time. You're not as familiar, and the team have to adjust around you. So, a lot of pressure on Klaus here right now because he's having to deliver in this map number 2 of Sunset. We take a look at the agent select for Paper X. They're bringing out its single duelist, but this isn't a Gecko. Something is on the Viper. The Vi is on the Sage. Okay, this is a very different look.
Yeah, it's a very slow comp. We're seeing continual transition for Paper X from being a double duelist, hyper-aggressive team to implementing a lot of structure on a lot of different maps. We'll see how this goes for them. For Varel, this is the same comp we saw them play last time. On the attacking side, honestly, they did very well based off of Zexy just hard entering and LP and Foxy9 winning a lot of mid-rounds.
Yeah. I think they did an excellent job with the Sage in the last map, so I love that they're sticking with it. I think they know how to use it well against Paper X. Paper X have to step up here if they want to keep this series alive.
I am actually really excited to see both stages. Divide back on the stage as well. He's been credited as being one of the best on Paper X on stage. We'll have to wait and see as we send it back to our casters, Achilleos and Paper Thin.
In we do go, and yeah, I mean, it is that Sage comp back out here on Sunset, but some changes. Something's playing Viper yet again.
Yeah, and I mean, his debut on it was stellar, to say the least. I mean, he absolutely took over that summit, so see him back on that. Very scary, but very scary. Our Barrel as well. Foxy9 on that chamber, LP Sage. Formidable, but you're going up against Device Sage too, so that should be a hell of a battle.
I think the last time that they showed this competition was Champs versus Giant X.
Yep.
And obviously that was with Patman in the roster, so he was the one playing the Viper, and he had something playing Sova, so a couple minor but albeit key differences here for Paper Rex. We'll see how it does look and whether or not something has some more interesting cross-map lineups for us.
Sure, we'll be looking for that. Ooh, Jing got dinked there.
Eyes on the rooftops.
The observers were on point, so we'll see if they can catch any more shenanigans.
Oh. Catching a shot there is Envy.
Yeah, and the heel went to Jing.
He's going to be walled off as what a shot from Foxy9. Pixel angle, something dead. Divine now trying to collect these eliminations, and they are just trapped here on the slope field. Swinging it around the back, but has made noise. The door going to be shut for now. Paper X contained over towards mid. Got it back into a 3v3. Not too much time. That heal would get cycled back in, but Divine might be the first. Oh no, Forsaken keeps him alive. Foxy now watching the cross. Not quite there within the rendezvous. Just uncertain about the approach. So they managed to get their way into the site here. Another shot connecting into the chest of Jing. Puts him down to 45. The Haunt going to be locked in. The Fuse trying to be stuck. As, push forward. Foxy! What is that? Fade away on a Forsaken! The pistol goes away a barrel. As Foxy on chamber is just something else.
I know, he is ridiculous. I mean, just give the guy an agent where he just has to aim. I don't even know. That is crazy good. Devi almost turns it around. You've got the 2v3 advantage, but they're just... Oh my god.
Sometimes you just do that, I suppose.
Jeez. They are feeling it today. I mean, Varel is in the zone. No fear at all. They don't care. They know what this moment is, and they're embracing it.
Vi alone with that Sheriff will be able to find the one, but quickly does get taken down before he can exit out to safety. Swing around the back. Hello.
Spike planted.
So Klaus just watching something rushing.
Coming through.
He's connecting on the two there. Is Forsaken frantically jumping. They bolt to the corner. Jing going to be flushed out into the open and taken down. Azuna quickly and easily is able to collect the kill. Just the two players to try to see if they can find any additional damage. For now, all the weapons going to be carried over, but okay, one player going to be put down. Sheriff collected. Forsaken just, he knows that the round is over, knows that he can't win this one out, but from here, it looks like he also won't be able to find any more eliminations.
Yeah, some good little push and pull there from Paper X, but really nice response from Varel. Using that util from Zuna again, who is seemingly just doing it all today. The util's on point, the shooting's on point. There's a little that they can do wrong. And that Haunt tees it up. I mean, the C's there into the relay bolt to get this kill around the corner. Very nice. Really well orchestrated.
What are you doing? It's so unfortunate that Alex's suffering is so funny.
It is a little unfortunate, but it's still pretty funny. That gets the paranoia out. She's gonna try to hold the one way.
I'm out of here.
Just tap the spike, and that does prompt a response, but...
That's a lot of footsteps going to be heard by Foxy. And he's looking for that top mid insert now. As all Lavero starts creeping their way back through tiles.
Oh boy.
Foxy, I mean, he's just in so very deep, but he does get spotted. Okay, critical spot there.
Oh, and Devi's going to see that.
I mean, if they can usher him into that rendezvous, something will be able to get this kill. So there's a swing, there's the elimination. Something, looking for another one, will be able to get it. He's getting overwhelmed to the end, but he's gotten two. As LP just wants to push forward and collect that gun. The barrel, the Vandal in hand for Barrel. I'll swing in, and Envy somehow not taken down. Survives with barely anything. Was available.
Is Devi gonna bother?
Heal, okay,
there it is.
I was saying, heal is available, Devi. It's been a little while. Meanwhile, Forsaken, that main arrival, not quite able to single-handedly win out the round like he has done in the past, but still finds the impact, finds an opener for PaperX to get back in. End up playing a decently clean anti-bonus.
I mean, the timing here from Envy, huge to get that spot onto Foxy 9. Like you mentioned, just playing to force him into that rendezvous one way or another. It's something he has no choice. Stick around and absorb that relay bolt and go for more. And then Forsaken. They're doing okay. At least getting in that anti-bonus. And Zuna, one away from another Nightfall, man. He is... I mean, they're feeding him the orbs too, but...
Yeah. Building up this first one on the map very quickly. We'll listen to the Barrel, though, as they look to try to keep themselves separated from PaperX, and Clouds finds Jing.
메인 플레이로 하면서 다 보고 갈게 얘들아. 메인 던지자. 보스크 푸시야 하나 더. 설에 라스트 푸시야 얘들아. 선 은근 선하고 얘들아 확실하게 이겨서 나 잡을 생각할게. 시간 쓴 다음에. 오케이. 좋아. 할게. 아 히디 사운드 누구? PT 안 와 아직. 확인했어. PT 없어. 링크로 가는 거 몰라. 오케이, 내가 보는 중. 이겨줘라.
A comms blessing around for Barrel. 3-1, PaperX. Struggles for them and trying to up the aggression and just getting punished. Forsaken's pushing over towards tiles, and in the end, it's just caught trying to clear a Sage wall.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you saw Jing trying to sneak through the fast lane, and I'm not sure if he got spotted on the way in, because they turned around real fast. And there is going to be a mostly eco hero rifle going to be given over to Jing. Sexy's got his ult. Zuna has that Nightfall. It's going to be rather tricky to get this one to go for PaperX. You never know.
Wise any potential tricky positions here to spamming out that box. Meanwhile, TP forward up into the fast lane. Klaus working his way to backside, and Envy none the wiser. Ends up getting caught. Paranoia going to be sent. Klaus able to catch a glimpse here, but Sexy joins the fray. And somehow, PaperX have not managed to kill anyone. Flawless round. This Barrel are up 4-1, and I think it's time for a timeout call.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a great play by Klaus. Right up the middle of the fast lane, doesn't get spotted by the recon dart. So he's able to just get up and in for free. Envy none the wiser was expecting that dart, because it doesn't get cleared, means that he's safe. He very much is not. Barrel showing that they can match the tempo and aggression, no problem. Maybe even better than PaperX can. So you got to talk about this. Having a tough time of getting much accomplished. I mean, these executes have been really, really good. If they take a main fight at all, it's been heavily Barrel favored. And they just banked up a ton of economy to make matters worse. So this is a crucial round for PaperX, not just in this map, but in this series.
That's not horrifying.
That's not at all. Maybe the 2-0 for Barrel. The way they're playing, man, they seem unstoppable right now. The coordination's great. The team fighting's great. They're so good about covering each other, creating that extra angle.
What's that?
I don't know.
Car crash?
Maybe? I hope not.
I didn't see what the sign was.
I didn't see it either. I was looking at the map. Oh, Tobias going for the...
Okay, I mean, this is the classic for them on Sunset. Down fares. As Jing, and first contact over towards Ali, soon going to be eliminated. Showstopper chucked out. I mean, LP is a very nice shot to take him out of the sky, but the rocket this time will be able to land. Foxy gets himself forward onto the side, trying to open things up. As Envy first on the scene. He's being made, plan to come through. Drone, I don't think catching a glimpse there. Foxy just going to swing out, he just takes down something. Suddenly it is a 2v2, Envy, and he's swinging. Devi's still working his way over here. And now you've got a tour de force to the other side, but Envy, he is dialed in on the angle. Klaus off the bench, into the lobby, and he will not be able to find the clutch. Red's going to be necessary regardless, just to try to bolster the economy. And PRX off the timeout call will get themselves another round win.
Oh, I mean, it works pretty well. Just going for this 2-on-2. Being a little bit patient there is Jing. Get that kill on the trailing player. Zuna with the spike. Make matters worse there. Uses the showstopper to cover it. I mean, nice by LP to at least get the trade. Forsaken shuts down that overdrive so fast. But again, Varel, there's always extra layers. It's so hard to take a 1v1, a contact fight against Varel, because there's seemingly always an extra player right there. That's how good their coordination is. Foxy's going to have an operator as well, so him and Devi potentially dueling at some point. We'll see. Right now, though, not at all. They're on opposite sides of the map. Ow. That hurt a little bit.
A little bit of shock dart. Nothing that LP can't fix, should he deem it necessary. But for now, Foxy not really under any further fire or threat. As wall up. Attempts to peek over the top here from something, and yeah, I think he caught a glimpse and will just back away. Meanwhile, Devi, he wants to get deeper on this angle with that op. Segment about to break. Oh, gets a leg shot on the clouds, but he cannot find the kill. Critically, for Varel, that means the smokes are still alive, and now he's back up to full.
Yeah, that's almost from Devi.
And you're playing a risky game. You're going to lose the majority of the time there, Envy. Doesn't get taken down. Forsaken, however, up on 10th spot. Will be able to find a kill. Foxy, quick draw with a headhunter. Gets it into a 1v2, but given where the spike is at and given Devi's angle, this should be unwinnable.
No one should peek here from PRX.
30 seconds left.
That is playing with fire. They're trying to check at which angle he might have gone through. The funny thing is he could just sneak through, but Devi watching the angle again.
Might have to collect this now and go, but Devi will be able to strike him down. So PRX 2 rounds in a row and 1 away from tying.
This is huge for PRX again, winning the round when the economy was on the brink. Oh my gosh, and that almost didn't go well for something. And then Jing and Forsaken, just raining it down. Nice high-low crossfire. Woo! Foxy, it's just so nasty.
This round, can you slow him in this round?
Timeout.
Oh,
okay.
Carol.
Being proactive with this.
I like it. I really like it. Stop that momentum before it can build. Plus, it's a pivotal round for you and your economy. You have 3 players that are getting pretty low on credits. So absolutely a good time. Take some time to talk about these things. I'm very curious what the coach has to say about this, because again, a lot of it's just been kind of coming down to some of the team fighting moments and who can kind of create that extra layer, have that extra advantage. You know, the trade's now being played for a bit more by PRX. At least we saw it in that last round. It still feels a little bit shaky. I mean, it is hard to defend on Sunset, don't get me wrong.
You should confiscate that fan's PRX jersey.
Why? I missed it.
Maybe he's going to be, he might be a curse. He was wearing a Sen jersey.
Oh.
And then he had a PRX one in his hands.
No.
So that might be why they're struggling.
He's the problem.
Yeah.
Security! Even though Ewok is on send, we still don't... No.
Yeah, screw Ewok. As Jing, gonna be good for one over at Alley. Hunter's here at the same time, though. Coming up empty-handed. The damage to be found by Divide. Crispy with the op. Is able to find one that boosts up over the top, and Foxy is more than prepared.
Oh my god.
Divide gets a little bit antsy and makes the wise decision to drop back.
Now you gotta start worrying about your flanks. You do have the trademark there, at the very least, as Vero. See how Forsaken wants to play it here. Oh, Foxy's so ready for it. He is just locked in.
I mean, he popped off after winning one map. Imagine what he's going to do if they close out the series.
Well, he's going to be partying on stage.
Watch out, Hongdae. Foxy 9's coming. Well, something.
Where are
I just rare whiffs. It's not clean in those sprays. Puts it down to 5.
30 seconds
Gives
left.
the rest of the team a little bit of a chance, but they're going to be noted by the trademark. Now cleared out. Operator has to be abandoned. And it's still slow on the approach because, you know, Feral could have absolutely fanned out, and they absolutely have.
Yeah, this is probably safe territory.
They're going to go for it. They say, okay, well, we need that operator. We don't really have too much money to go around. So a save call from PRX as Feral will move up to 5.
He is just so good, man. In this meta in particular, which favors mechanics, you know, the team fights and that kind of stuff, but it's doing it in a lot of different ways. He's got the awareness, he's got the brains to back up the brawn. Zuna not going to walk out into that, so it is going to be 2 rifles, or well, 1 rifle and an op recovered on PRX. Klaus there. This is like from Device kill, and then he doesn't die when he rides the stage wall. Thought maybe they could do this, but something had to get at least 1 there. Yeah.
It's good company, Alex.
I think he just would rather see them be a little bit, especially something a little bit more patient there.
All going to be cleared out. Forsaken now having to try to hit the eject button. And it does manage to do so. He goes rescaling.
Jeez.
Wow, I was so ready for him to just catch a stray there. As well. Just trying to maintain these sight lines. But you're re-swinging back in. You're going to be unfavored. And these push-outs from the rest of the PRX players, unfortunately, it's just a bit slow. As Foxy continues to scout around, trying to assess where Forsaken could have gone. You still have LP, he still has a wall. That now goes up, the jump out of the front. Forsaken, again, barely able to slip the net. Paranoia, however, not going to be connecting on everyone. And LP takes down Forsaken before finally falling to Envy's hands. Brings it now into a 3v4. Jing, the arrival around the back, a paint shell to potentially clear the corner, but Foxy's going to be dialed in once again with that operator. Rebounds it. Foxy, well, it's not really under any threat. It just doesn't go deep enough to actually get a catch on him. Meanwhile, jump out of the smoke. Foxy, eyes traded back sight. The kill is his. This round is Veryl's. Very well, the same could be said for this map and this series. Up to 6 is something. Trying to collect it, but Foxy just goes, you're going to give me another one? I'll take it.
He is ridiculous with the operator. And I mean, PRX just challenges him time and time again, and they pay the price. Let's swing out there. They could do, like you mentioned, the util not going deep enough for Jing to clear that angle. Oh, and they're just kind of coming into it one by one. And they're just so nervous, so scared right now, or PRX. It's all because of that guy, because of that chamber.
Let's play.
Now he's got a tour de force.
5K, could have gotten pretty much anything. The rest of his teammates as well, some of them about to be cash capped, like Zuna. And he's just like, yeah, I'll just have a stinger and a tour de force. That's all I need. Meanwhile, they have to start pushing. And LP is aware of this. Okay. A shot to connect. Meanwhile, Divide trying to scale forward, but spotted by that haunt. Now has to be rewrapped back around. As you still have a trademark as well. Situate this flank.
It should all be heard here by LP. He's gonna hear so many footsteps. Oh, rare whiff.
Okay, opening shot not going to be going through. Divide. The Sheriff may have just arrived. Showstopper again, not going to be finding much of anything but LP. Out from Street, going to be taken down after taking out Jade. Forsaken with the Guardian hand, able to find himself at 3K. And of course, that's the round that PRX win. As only they can do, stumbling into success, they will get themselves a fourth.
I just could do nothing but throw up my hands here. Oh, ridiculous, Divide. God, I mean, sometimes I just feel like he might as well just rock a Sheriff.
Yeah.
He's just too damn good with it.
You've heard of Eddie the Eagle, this is Divide the Deagle. This is, I mean, so incredible with it.
And he delivers so much when PRX needed it the most. Three-player crossfire. Oh, that was hit! The paranoia!
They're paranoia! He's still able to find the one. Divide just gets healed in from behind, but now he is very much entrenched. Spot up. Still taking names with him!
One enemy remaining.
As Divide comes up with a 4K. Enemy mud.
Whoa.
Okay.
Jeez, man.
A back-to-back round win for PRX as they look to try to make this 6-6 at the half yet again. I don't know how the hell Divide's just getting away with that.
I don't know. It's reminiscent of Zuna's 4K. This is holding in a corner. And it was a really nice paranoia from Forsaken. Farrell just disrespects that right there. That transfer onto Zexy. Oh, disgusting. Using the wall, too, for that little bit of extra cover is ridiculous.
Just millimeters difference of him being able to isolate those kills and not. Farrell still wanting to keep the pace. Zexy going to be tagged down to 50. The heal immediately has to be invested. Push forward, noise being made. Envy, however, is able to catch two. Foxy, Zexy, both now dead. Sight has been taken, though. As Envy finds it. House is gone. LP considering the res, but it would absolutely just be baiting them forward. In the meantime, it's Divide. He's able to find a res of his own. Forsaken back into the mix. And now he's got a 4v2. He's just going to TP, back the box, quick cancel, back over to Street. Just wanted to make sure that the site was completely emptied out.
Yeah, you just need to cover the red X's on the ground here. That's PRX. Don't give them the res. If they want to pivot, that's fine, I think. Forsaken will be kind of leaning that direction anyway, but got the op, can hold the angles.
For you.
That's kind of all you need to do here.
Oh.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah. The X marks the spot. PRX know exactly where to look. And LP. I'm not sure where you. I was going to say, if he just stand and deliver, hold his ground, maybe there's a world where PRX overheat, but it's going to be 6-6, much like we saw on Split. PRX collecting the final 3.5.
I mean, Divide got him going, and then Envy. Oh, his turn up to bat. And I don't know if he heard Klaus over there. It was hard to tell. He found a perfect timing. Swing out of that smoke, and don't mind that he challenges LP there at the A orb angle because he knew he was going for that res. Even though he dies there, it still completely prevents that res from coming through. Totally worth. Really nice play there. But yeah, he was the star of this half. No doubt about it. Guy is just unfreaking believable. This team just seems to be a perfect fit for him.
And now he's getting on defensive sightlines.
Yeah, it's scary, to say the least. And you don't have a ton here as PRX to make him uncomfortable with util. Like, you could try with some of the Sova stuff and then the paranoia. That's about it, really. Maybe you land a good snake bite or something, but otherwise you're going to be trying to rely on your smokes and some dry contact against Foxy, which is not, I think, a typically successful recipe.
Of course, it was Alex's mom that we had on camera just a little bit ago, and an interview on the analyst desk during the pre-show with her son. And, of course, she sat on this side of the arena, well within earshot. So I'm sure she's hearing her son say some things that she hasn't heard since he was living at home.
I suspect she's used to it by now. I think we're all just...
Mom, don't listen to the comms videos, please.
Yes.
You can watch the game, just don't never listen to the comms videos.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Alex will have his mouth washed out with soap after this. We'll find out. But
meanwhile, the
if it happens, we'll be sure to record and upload it for content.
The PRX content team just insta DMs her every time.
Foxy. Looking for the one tap. A little bit of damage going to be suffered, but he's able to rendezvous out. Push forward. But the default going to be taken here, but Foxy up and over the top is going to be able to find Forsaken before getting traded out. But the trade up, not quite there. Azuna runs him down, but Jing with a frenzy.
Down B.
Just dancing around him. 3 kills for that raise. They're not going for the plant. They're pushing.
Enemy remaining.
And they're potentially giving this over. LP, he finds more damage. That paint shell rebounded right into LP, but LP gets the kill before the paint shell can burst. It's a Red Bull clutch. Varel, 3-1 in pistols, and back into the lead.
What am I watching? What is going on? This is insanity. Foxy gets up on the wall. Crazy good double. I mean, Jing with the frenzy. Doing a ton of work, but that double from Zuno is so brutal. I don't know, you just don't anticipate that he's there that quick. Doesn't matter. Just get the plant down. I agree. I heard that desk slam below us, and I agree with it. I fully agree with that one. That is not what you want to see.
Nor is that. One of your bandits now gone. But Divine. The sheriff himself. The sheriff himself. Surely, against the judge. Okay, he won't even check the corner, but he's already given such a lifeline to the rest of the team to try to get back into this.
This guy is just unbelievable. Give him the nickname Tombstone or something. I mean, he is just crazy. What is Clint Eastwood's character in The Good and the Bad and the Ugly?
I don't think he has a name.
Yeah, it's like The Man with No Name or something like that. Jeez.
Well, Levi has a name, and we know it worldwide for a very good reason.
A couple bandits still in hand here for PRX.
I mean, it's actually he's not going to be able to do much as initial contact, so I mean, he does have that sheriff as well. Let's see if it's blessed as he takes it off the corpse of Levi.
Got a crossfire going.
Got this paranoia as well. Chucked in. Blind is there, and Sexy had already committed to the slide. Now he is dead. Forsaken. Able to find LP. And the counter swing comes through. It is a thrifty for PRX to tie it up.
It's just the most PRX stuff you're ever going to see. Throw a pistol into converting the eco on the back of this guy. I like Tombstone.
Sure.
Oh my god. This is a great setup too. You've got that crossfire and it's just an absolute meat grinder. Well, here we go again. With Foxy 9 in the mix, I am not counting out a barrel.
That was just a hair off. Nearly had Jing.
A barrel eco. That's what I wanted to say. And that's what I'm talking about.
And that's what they might be able to get. Foxy still here, gonna be unscouted. Oh, never mind, actually the recon does get the pick. He's just eating it. He's just tanking it. Now it does end up being at his expense. He's trusting in his ability to be able to find those shots. Cannot blame him. So paranoia through, something gonna be collapsed upon. Zexy able to find the kill, but the snake bite will ultimately claim him. They didn't do a 3v3. There is yet a world where they managed to make a go of this.
Got the gun.
Got Klaus tagged up, but he's got the heal.
They didn't spot him.
Guardian now going to be grabbing by. Yeah, playing a cheeky little angle, tucked into the corner. NB will be able to find LP. And a double take from Jing as Zuna starts making some noise, I do believe. Looks like he's going to try to just Maybe fake out into mid and then just tuck in. So he will be able to avoid the players, keep himself alive. Stop Jing from getting that showstopper online. PRX up now 8-7 as we get ready to go into our first proper bye between these two squads in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it is incredible with PRX sometimes just how they can look like just a really well-drilled, really well-thought-out team. This is a good round overall. You know, Foxy gets a kill, whatever, and this is, you know, something is playing the right position because he's getting the info on this big flank. He's going to call the extra players over to help cover it. If he dies there, it's actually pretty much fine. So they cover their flanks really well on this half, but on the other half, I felt like they weren't doing it as consistently and as reliably. Oh my god.
Okay, well, we could be a very chaotic one, so let's go ahead and listen to PRX as he look to attack on the A.
First time we run Jane, then you ulti. Hold out. Running.
Can you guys go elbow?
To city. They're running away.
I go elbow.
I'm dead.
Come. 3, 2, 1.
To be clear, maybe set, Max. Maybe side, guys, ah. I go up and I'm making play. Hold down. I'm making play, guys. Nice. Revive.
One more city. I'm needing right side.
Nice. I'm our fade, I think. Oh, one more side. Market, guys. What the fuck? Close the door, market. Maybe flanking.
Objective, you get me,
Yeah, I'm watching flank. Smoke down soon. Carry link, guys. Smoke down, no?
Good. Clear the flank. Push and pull.
Yeah,
I'm looking to make this very clean. Rez did get committed in there and bring Forsaken back from the grave, but still looking to be 5 players strong. And convert an effective bonus here for PRX. That's a massive momentum swing in their favor.
Yeah, this is now getting a little bit scary for Varel. They're happy to go hunting. Plenty of cash. Could even get some extra alt orbs out of it. So might as well. Oh, Zaxi was late on that. That's a freebie for Envy. That's another weapon out.
Up by 2. And a smap. May yet still get away from Varel.
Kind of curious. I was going to say, Varel might stop the clock. And one of the big reasons I'm seeing is that Foxy9 is 1 away from a tour de force. So you might have something that the coach wants to talk about to make a play for an orb here. To make sure you can get that ult to go. Maybe give PRX a chance to come up with a counter potentially.
Timeout.
So we'll see what TK9 has to say about it. But that's 3 in a row for PRX, and got on this attacker side, and they're right as rain. We'll see exactly what they want to do, but Foxy had already, DFM players and coaches are begging PRX win.
It's always stressful. Doesn't matter. Are you playing against PRX? Stress. Are you watching PRX? Stress. Is playoffs on the line for you? Stress. It never ends.
You know, I can't think of many matches where I haven't been stressed watching PRX. Like if I'm not casting them. When I'm casting them, I'm not too stressed because I don't generally care too much if they win or lose.
Sometimes they still
stress you in a way, yeah. It's a mentally taxing thing. Like having to watch TMV stream.
Oh, I mean, who would do that?
God, I hope he's watching.
Well, let's find out. Do a quick little glance. He is indeed.
Had to get one in at him.
Yeah. I mean, you got it Sliggy yesterday. You called him anemic.
That's true, I did.
After he VIP'd you.
I know.
How could you ever?
I'm not very grateful. You know what? They banned me for nothing in the first place. Some kind of 6-7 joke or something, which is just... You know, they deserve to be made fun of a little bit.
Well, goodbye. Leaving the charge. Meanwhile, Showstopper's going to be opened up. No immediate targets, but still... Well, not quite an opportunity. They're going to scatter to the winds, give up the space. So Showstopper will just go ahead, check out the site, make sure that it's clear. Spike gets brought forward, but you've got nearly 4 players nearby enough to go for a very fast flood retake. And Envy unable to intercept. That means he's going to be very delayed, trying to join back in with the rest of the squad.
They're on
through. Rendezvous has to be taken. Forsaken now rewrapping over to backside. Space has been given up. Something contained for now, but Jane dead at alley. Forsaken's position now known. And something's going to be caught. LP able to find 2 and be dead at all on the shoulders of Forsaken. The defuse held up the half. I guess Force just sticking.
You will not kill my
The
ally.
rest come in just trying to bait it, and he's swinging out a little bit wider. The Forsaken gets overwhelmed, the defuse will be there. Off that timeout call, Varel will be able to bring this back, just one round separating.
Yeah, it's just good patience being shown here by Varel. And like you mentioned, Envy not winning that fight, that was something I had my eyes trained on the map. In mid was a big deal in a couple ways because he doesn't intercept LP, and then LP gets 2 big kills with the Sheriff.
Player standing.
And I thought for a second this looked pretty good for PRX. They intentionally give up space on the site to surround it, and they can't outfight him. And it's LP who shows up late to the party, and it should be known. It should be being calmed over. Okay, no contact for Jing there. There's that tour de force. Is he going to be ahead of it? Oh my god.
Just run away.
Yep. I don't blame you. I don't want any of that. And I totally get just a quick pivot over.
Shocker does not clear that trademark.
It did not.
So Varel's still free to just give up on holding that top mid position.
And they're pivoting off to clear that wall. This is good protocols for Varel. And I think PRX is, gonna have to do what they do best, which is go into the strong side of a team and fight their way through. Foxy9's getting over here now too. I mean, this has taken so long. You've made so much noise as PRX. Are you gonna have the wherewithal to call a pivot?
Foxy, I mean, now you can't even try.
Nope.
You cannot pivot. Meanwhile, it's Forsaken. It's just Blair witching it against the wall, waiting for the setup. Foxy nearly swung wide enough to be able to find him. Segment's immediately broken down. I mean, PRX know that they are boxed in. Meanwhile, it's a TP out towards defender's spawn, but what is that shot? How has Forsaken got away with that? Some kills in reply into a 2v2 divide with the Dragon Cross, able to find Sexy Foxy9. 10 moments before, the pit now to be invested. As Suna works his way back over. Forsaken may have just pulled this round win out of his ass with that shot.
Oh, divide, the timing.
Gives up the space into the pit. Suna.
You make noise?
Hang down. The swing is there. Something has fallen. And now he's been spotted with Divide. Oh, he gets the third. He gets the closer. And he gets PRX up to double digits.
My god. Oh my goodness. Forsaken. All business there.
Remember what you said about not getting stressed when you cast the steam?
No, it's a weird kind of stress. Well, there's some stress being shown by Divide and DFM. Weak buy. Couple rifles in there, including a Guardian. Couple ults too. Sexy with that overdrive. He's pretty good with it. Let's see if he can get a big round for Varel to go. They are gonna throw up the Sage U-tilt to deny this quick B entry. PRX will at least clear the wall. But with the smoke there too, don't feel comfortable. Look where Zexy's gotten. Well, something is
across the tiles.
Dead.
Something is dead. I mean, didn't really matter which way he swung. Died to the neon, died to the chamber. Paranoia going to be chucked out there from Klaus. Slow up and over the top, but LP just tucked in behind that wall segment. Now going to make his presence known. He's able to find one with the classic bit of eye. Still alive, still fighting. Works so very low, and LP with a covered weapon.
Kill my allies.
The pop one, Forsaken, brought back from the dead just to die yet again. And now Foxy on the flank should be their undoing.
One enemy remaining.
Finds the first, and Indy can get nothing more. It's a big round for LP, a big round for Varel, as they are keeping this just about neck and neck.
I was just about to say, I'd love to see a timeout here, because you got to talk about the awareness of the negative space, something that I thought PRX was doing a pretty good job with early in the half, is now starting to kind of slip their mental, the tunnel vision, beginning to creep into that PRX mindset. You invested the res there too, that's so painful.
One enemy remaining.
You gotta watch these flanks, you gotta be aware of where you're giving up space, because Varel will happily try to punish That's a beautiful round from them. Couple different players going on lurks, going on walkabouts. Just got to make sure you're covering all your bases, because just being so static, being so simple with these moments where you just clear the stage wall, you take a pause, and then you go for your hit, making it too easy for Varel.
Would you like to know what TMV just said to me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, just hold your tongue. Don't say anything that'll get you in trouble. But he said that Japanese teams will get the same amount of playoff wins as hairs on your head.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
maybe you just start growing it back out.
I could,
and then they'll just win the whole thing.
I mean, I'd look like Brent if I did.
Yeah.
So I could.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like I'm completely bald. It's just not the most pretty thing in the world.
I mean, God forbid, compared to what we already have.
I know. It gets worse. That's the scary part.
It's the portrait of Dorian Gray.
It's true. It's true. I mean, you know, TMV's the reason that we have directions on shampoo bottles, so...
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Ooh. He is obsessed with glue as well. Well, they're going to be spotted as Jing, you are playing... They are all playing a risk. Foxy9 is not able to find anything, though. Was actually eat a little bit of damage in exchange.
I mean, they bought themselves a lot of extra space, so I do like this from PRX. You're not going to be going towards the Sage Wall side. You're still kind of going into the strong side, but in a much less dangerous setup. Oh my god, Zexy!
Just spraying and praying, they're just swinging right into it. Envy now dead as well. Plan to come through, but this is going to have to take some clutch here from PRX. A 3v5 still with an op. Divine checking back over towards Alley, but Cloud's just staying tucked into the corner for now. Meanwhile, double approach coming in from main.
Here.
At least you had the wall here for Divide. Give him some awareness. Oh, that's great. Oh my god!
Divide able to find one. Just pulling on the loose threads here. Trying to unravel things. But maybe caught. No. He's able to tuck back around the corner. Meanwhile, Forsaken taking down Zexy Divide. Just fearlessly pushing. Running down LP. The view's getting started, but Zuna! Oh, the shots are clean! And the time is not there! Defy! He continues to be a miracle worker for PRX!
He is just so confident in some of these moments. I mean, this looks like it should be round done. Huge double kill through the smokes for Zexy. But again, Divide has his util in the post plant. Just absorbing that pressure. It looked like Zuna might go huge. Oh man. A knife's edge, but Divide knew the time wasn't there. Tried to get out with the op, but couldn't.
Foxy's tag. Up and over, and Ching. I cannot get a showstopper off to save his life. Quite literally, LP. I don't know how the hell he is still alive. Meanwhile, Forsaken! He's stuck it!
Poison orb emitting.
I don't know.
Zuna's right there.
I don't know.
Is this their way of just torturing Alex?
I think so.
It's just... Well, Zuna.
Spike down B.
Unable to find that follow-up as now it's down to something in Envy.
How much awareness do they have that something's that deep already?
Well, all of it now.
Shocking.
Back to the delay. Relay bolt going to be chucked out, and Envy is continuing to push. Okay. Himself back from this position. The slide in, he's going to be blinded up. The chase coming in. Zexy just trying to isolate it down. Envy now having to do it all. To have to be an ace clutch, and he just cannot find that fourth. Barrel not going down without a fight. As two players will survive. They will now be one away from tying it up yet again. And PRX, I mean, if they're not kicking themselves, I know Alex will be.
Yep. I mean, look. How?
I just...
That is crazy. Just just kind of got slowed up above him, I guess. Made it pretty easy for the spray, but... I mean, what Forsaken did makes me want to put my head through the desk.
Yo, my God, GG!
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a little of pick your poison between the guys whose names start with J. Now they're on an eco. But, you know, Devi's got a sheriff, that's all I need. There's so much stall here. At least you're going to avoid the outlaw, maybe, until now, but and it makes so much noise, I'm not sure how much of that Foxy could hear, maybe not enough. I'd like to see them fake some footsteps if they were going to pivot. Make a little bit of create a little bit of attention one way or another, but kind of being pretty obvious about what they want to do here in mid. Putting the recon dart. Devi one away from a res.
Sexy with the outlaw. Will just give a warning shot over to something.
That's a nice jiggle peek.
Here.
Fine. Clear out that trademark. Does so. Wall up, but they're still going to be gambling into the heavier stack. Paranoia does go out though. A little bit of a boon.
They're playing in front of that smoke.
Foxy playing out wide. Sees the TP, sees the up and over, tries to make his exit. Well, Jing eventually able to find him with that spray off the stinger. Kill found by trying to intercept, but this time just can't quite align it. Some more damage going to be found, going to be eliminated, but something now. The last one alive with just that bandit in hand, a 2-tap, but does get stunned. Sexy from Maine will get them the round win. It is tied up 11-11.
It is very scrappy. Some pretty good ideas here, actually, in the long run from PRX, but crucially, the Paranoia missed Foxy 9 on this execute.
30 seconds left.
As you can see there, he's fine. So he just holds the line and gets a big early kill, even though he gets run down by Jing. The fact that he gets the one. And yeah, Devi, who had been so good with the Sheriff, not able to convert this go-around. Klaus! Ridiculous. Varel able to hold the line, despite, I think, one of the more creative rounds we've seen from PRX on this attacker side. Looks like this round, again, they're going to try something a little bit different with a heavy 4-man push. Sexy thought about scaling.
Yeah, cheeky.
Had he done it, I think PRX would be none the wiser. Oh, look at this toxic screen.
Foxy, repeat pings there. Jing goes flush against that wall, but as he swings out, I mean, LP has arrived. He's here at Poma. Foxy now trying to hold his own. Will be able to find a kill before getting taken down. The res going to be invested immediately from Devi. Forsaken brought back into the frame, and LP tucked into the corner, looking for a little bit more. Envy will fall, and that is the spike now on the floor. The player's decayed low.
They know he's around the corner.
And, I mean, I think Devi didn't have audio. He couldn't hear. He just cannot pivot back fast enough. Zexy collects it, and now it is just Forsaken alone.
Gotta go.
Why didn't they plant?
I have the spike. Because Envy had the spike.
Why didn't he plant?